The stage lights shimmered like stars in the distance, reflecting off the polished wooden floor of the Grand Theater. Hundreds of people murmured with excitement, waiting for the next contestant. Behind the curtain, a boy no older than 16 clutched a cracked, faded guitar, the only thing he had left of his father. His name was Eli Carter. His jeans were worn, his shoes scuffed, and his shirt was a size too big. Yet, when he stood there, trembling, his eyes carried a light no one could ignore, a quiet fire that life hadn't managed to extinguish. Astagian whispered, "You're next." Eli nodded, swallowing hard. His heart pounded so loud it drowned out the world. As he stepped forward, the curtain drew back, and a wall of blinding lights met him. The crowd grew silent. "Tell us your name," said Judge Rebecca, her tone warm but curious. I'm Eli," he said softly. 16 years old, and I'm going to sing Hotel California." A murmur ran through the audience. "A bold choice. A legendary song." Rebecca raised an eyebrow. "That's a big sign, Eli. Why this one?" He looked down at his guitar. "It was my dad's favorite. He used to sing it every night before he passed away." The crowd fell completely silent. "Take your time," she said gently. Eli took a deep breath, his trembling fingers strumming the first few notes. The sound echoed across the hall, soft, fragile, almost breaking. Then his voice entered, hauntingly pure. "On the dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair." The audience froze. His tone was raw, unpolished, but drenched in emotion. Each word carried pain and memory, each note trapped in love and longing. It wasn't just a performance, it was a prayer. As he sang, flashes of his past filled his mind, his father's laughter echoing through their small living room. The two of them sitting on the porch, playing that same guitar as the sun set over their tiny town. The night the ambulance lights flashed red against his bedroom wall, the silence that followed. After his father's death, everything fell apart. His mother worked double shifts, trying to pay rent. Eli stopped singing for months, until one day, while walking past a pawn shop, he saw a guitar in the window that looked exactly like his dad's. He stood outside, staring at it every day after school, until the shop owner finally came out. "You really love that guitar, don't you?" the old man said. Eli nodded. "It looks like my dad's." The man smiled. "Tell you what, kid. Come by after school. Sweep the floor, clean the instruments. You do that long enough, and maybe it's yours." And that's what he did day after day, month after month. Until one morning, the shop owner handed him the guitar case. "It's all yours, son. Go make your dad proud." Now, here he was, on the biggest stage of his life, holding that same guitar. By the second verse, something magical happened. The audience leaned forward. Judges exchanged glances. The band stopped breathing. Eli's voice wasn't just singing, it was telling a story. When he reached the guitar solo, he didn't try to impress anyone. He closed his eyes and played slowly, soulfully, like he was talking to his father through the strings. Rebecca felt her throat tighten. Tears welled in the eyes of strangers. Even the camera operators forgot to move. And then came the final line. "You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave." He strummed the last chord. Silence. For a moment, the world seemed to stop. Then the theater erupted. The crowd stood, cheering, clapping, screaming his name. Eli looked around, stunned. Tears slipped down his cheeks. He covered his mouth, shaking. Judge Rebecca leaned forward, her voice trembling. "Eli, that wasn't a performance. That was pure soul." Then she stood up, pressed her hand on the golden buzzer, and slammed it down. A burst of golden confetti rained from the ceiling as the music swelled. Eli dropped to his knees, sobbing as the audience roared. Rebecca ran up to the stage, hugging him tightly. "Your dad's watching, Eli. And he's proud." Eli could barely speak through the tears. Thank you, thank you." Later that night, as the theater emptied, Eli sat alone on the edge of the stage, guitar in his lap, staring at the golden confetti scattered like stars. A stage janitor passed by, paused, and said quietly, "You know, kid, some people sing songs. But you lived that one." Eli smiled softly. "Yeah, I think I did." He looked up toward the dark ceiling, whispering, "We did it, Dad." And somewhere in the stillness, it felt like